Good afternoon, my name is Isabel Ventura. I'm from Portugal, as I've said before, and I'm presenting this poster as part of a collaborative study titled Sexual Harassment in Academia, Analysis of Opinion Articles in the Portuguese press. And this research was conducted with 4 more colleagues of mine with different research and academic backgrounds. Their names are Maria João Faustino, Maria Helena Santos, Júlia Garraio, and Carla Cerqueira. 2 of them belong to the center of the research center that I am going to talk about a little while. And our work aims to critically examine how sexual harassment in academia has been represented in Portuguese media, particularly through opinion articles. So let me give you some context. In Portugal, the Me Too movement gained some visibility during 2018, notably through the Cristiano Ronaldo case, the football player, as you might recall. However, sexual harassment in academia only entered public debate during 2022 and 2023, following 2 pivotal cases. The first one was in the Faculty of Law in Lisbon, where 22 students reported sexual harassment by professors. Another case was in the Center for Social Studies of the University of Coimbra. It is the oldest university of Portugal and one of the oldest in Western Europe. And this case was triggered by the publication of the chapter "The Walls Spoke When No One Else Would." Probably you have heard about it, which exposed harassment and institutional cover-ups. These 2 institutions represent symbolic opposites. While the Faculty of Law of Lisbon is seen as conservative, is conservative and basically formalistic, the Center of Social Studies of Coimbra is associated with progressive values, including intersectional feminism and decolonial thinking. To critically examine the media, we analyzed 90 opinion articles published between April 2022 and June 2023. This corresponds to the peak of the expose in the media of the 2 cases. And among the contributors of the articles are journalists, artists, activists, and former and current politicians. And to make the analysis, we used Nicholas Gavy's feminist discourse analysis to identify dominant discursive patterns and to examine how sexual harassment was framed, politicized, and personalized in the media. I'm going to talk now about some key findings that reveal some or several tensions. First of all, the case in the social studies of Coimbra received more media attention, especially in outlets related with anti-left agendas. I'm sorry. The Faculty of Law was framed in an institutional manner, pointing out that the problem was the institution and the institutional practice, while the SES in Coimbra was personalized, with focus on the emeritus professor and globally famous, the star professor, Boaventura Sousa Santos. Sexual harassment was often acknowledged. Despite this, sexual harassment was often acknowledged as endemic, linked to precariousness and gender hierarchies in academia. However, media debates tended to politicize and personalize the issue, limiting systemic critique. And also, sometimes, or at times, survivor voices were exploited and intersectional perspectives were largely absent. And now, I'm going to thank you for your attention, and I welcome any questions or suggestions. Thank you so much.